In this video, we will look at how the Oxide shed was made for the Gasworks. In an earlier presentation, it was noted that the spent oxide from the purifiers could be processed and then reused. This was done in an open-sided shed such as this. The sides were open for ventilation because all sorts of unpleasant chemicals were released, including cyanides. Details of the process can be found in Modern Gasworks by Mead, referred to in the first presentation in this series. The low walls around the shed were presumably to retain the material within the shed. One mystery: we have never worked out what the rectangular box with long handles was for. Here is another example of an oxide shed that can be found at Fakenham. Just beyond it you can see the purifier. Not having any drawings or dimensions, we produced a freelance design for our shed. One of the challenges of this particular building was the curved corrugated iron sheets. First, choose your corrugated iron. It comes in quite a variety of shapes and sizes. We wanted something which was heavy-duty industrial, so we went for the 5 by 1 inch. The sheets were designed to interlock along the joints, with a slight lip showing. The join between the two sheets can be seen in the middle. The roof was split into 3 lengths of corrugated iron across the span. The iron roof truss followed the style of the one shown in the first picture. It was assumed that longitudinal wood purlins were used. The truss sits on longitudinal steel beams running along each side. These in turn are supported by steel columns, all fabricated and riveted together. Along the side there are gutters to manage the rainwater. A low concrete wall and concrete floor, with upstands at each of the columns, support the structure as a whole. The real shed had a water supply which was piped into the roof, and we have replicated this in the model. The model was then broken down into a tray, ready for 3D printing. Here is the completed oxide shed in its final position on the layout, next the purifier. In this more recent photo, we have added the telfer and the coal stage. The oxide shed hides amongst the background clutter. Note how the joints in the roof sheets show up, slightly uneven and with small gaps in some places. That completes our presentation about the oxide shed. Thank you for watching, and we hope you found it of interest.